Yes, indeed. We are here again on another episode of the Question Live Show with your host, Verona Willis-Brown, and that is moi. Yes, indeed. So, welcome to another episode. This is where we create a space where you come on in so we can build together, grow together, and most of all, support each other. Yes, if you have work, if you have work in progress, if you have a storybook, come on in so we can do this in one space. Yes, indeed, this is a space for you. So I want to say to you, welcome, welcome. It is buy one, get one free day. You know what we do? Buy one, get one free. It is Saturday and Sunday. That is buy one, get one free day. Saturday and Sunday in one. Because why I say that? Some place celebrating already in Sunday, while some still in Saturday. So hey, man. So we are going buy one, get one free. And you know we're in the giving season. And everybody wants to have a good sale. What is a good sale? A good sale is buy one, get one free. Yes, a good sale is buy one, get one free. If you don't like that sale, then let's talk. Because me, I like to see the word sale. Yes, indeed. I like to see that word. So if you don't like that one, let's talk again. Good, good, good. So now because the show is called the Question Lord, if you have questions regarding all of that, you know what to do. Let's go. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Ask me the question as your host. I am responsible to answer your question. That's why the show is called the Question Live Show. You ask some question up in here and I will answer you. So let us roll right into tonight because we're going to talk about how to open some account. Because, you know, everybody wants to have some account. Everybody wanted like, oh, let me go in my account. Let me use my account. Let me do this for my account. There's no money in my account. There's money in my account. All this stuff. But oftentimes when we hear the word account, the first thing that we think of is having money. Having money, financial account, or my bank account. Okay, my bank account. That is the first thing that pops up in our head when we say account. But let me tell you something. It's not about your bank account. Account simply means we got to go into our life, survey our life, look at our life, and see the accountability that we are giving to the life purpose that is on us. Yes. The first bank account person is God. You know, we talk about this. We're going to talk about it tonight. So when we say bank account, don't when I say open an account, don't run to your bank account to see what happened and go try to open another bank account. No, let's open our account on this earth, right? So that's what we are going to go over tonight. So we've been talking about a lot of things that's reality, and I intertwine it into the show. So come on in, and that's for those people who've been here and who've been watching the show. And if you did not realize as well, the first 5 or 6 minutes or so, what I did, I spotlighted some great gifts on the screen. Great gift ideas. Yes, I spotlight some great gift ideas on the screen. Why? Because I like when my life is a little bit smooth. I don't like all that chaos and rushing and all that stuff. So I like how I live my life. So I would like your life to be a little bit easier. And how did I do that? By making some suggestion, by spotlighting some things on the screen, making some suggestion for you. Because I know you're out there, it's gift giving season, and I know you're out there, you're writing a gift list, you're writing a list of who should I get gift for and all that stuff. So what did I do? I put up on there in the first 5, 6, 7 minutes of the show, you will see that I spotlight some books, some businesses, all sort of stuff that you can check out. When you check these things out, you can see where you can get a little gift and what. I like to suggest you get a book. As you can see, I put up a lot of author books on the screen because there are a lot of authors out there. And what better way to add some knowledge to somebody, whether you're just a baby that just came here today, a little human being, or you're 99, there's always a book for you. So I did put up a variety of books so you can pick one of those books, or if you don't pick any of those books, we're not judging you, we're just saying to you, it's a suggestion, but I am saying to you as your host to buy a book for your people. Buy a book for your grandchildren, buy a book for your godchildren, for your children, for your great-grandchildren, for the next door neighbor. Buy a book. When you buy a book, you are exchanging knowledge. So good. There's a category for everybody. Yeah. New mom, new father, new husband, new wife, teenager, all sort of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Senior citizen, golden age, all that stuff. There's always a book in any category that you're searching for. So with that said, let us roll right into it. If this is your first time tuning in, and I mean first time, you never heard of the Question Live Show before, you never heard of Verona Willis-Brown before, you never heard of the Are You Free Enough platform before. Yes, indeed, it is your first time. So with that said, I would like for you to just wave to me. Wave to me. No, I mean with your virtual hands. Type it, go in the comment section and wave to me and say, hello, it's my first time. Let me introduce myself. Yes. Say hi. I like when you say hi to me. Say hi. It's my first time. Not that I just wanted to throw you out there, but I would like to welcome you and give you one of the good Question Live Show hugs that we have and the excitement that we have here when we have somebody new. Because when we have somebody new, we get really excited up in here. We almost do cheerleading, okay? We do all this stuff and we say, pam, 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 and we do all this stuff. We get excited. Just like when there's a new baby in the family, new hairstyle, new jewelry, new makeup, all sort of stuff, new clothes, all sort of stuff. When you have something new, you get excited. Somebody buy you a new watch, you get excited. Somebody buy you a new phone. Whatever you get new, you get excited. But most of all, you're supposed to get excited when there's a new day. A new day. You're like, hey, it's a new day. I'm here to do it again. So we get excited when we see a new person come on in. So I welcome you to come on in. Come on in. Now, for those of you who've been here, second, third, fourth, five, whatever time, anytime after the first time, you are a returning audience. Yes, indeed, you are a returning audience, and I love when you're here, so welcome to you as well. Because when you show up, I show up, we show up together. Why? And then when we show up together, because we are family, the families expand. Then we get a bigger family. So for those of you who've been here, you know that I personally, I'm from a huge, I don't even want to say big, because big sounds like 5 people. I'm from a huge family, huge. So when you come on in, You just expanding my family, darling. It's not that I'm telling you to just come on because I want more family member. You're just expanding my family. So good. Come on in. Now let's go into the next segment. Is newbies. I call it the newbies because you're new newbies. I just want to inform you that we do have some rules here. Well, don't let your heart go flatter or your mind go scatter because I say rules. Rules are everywhere we go. Whether you come to my house, I go to your house, you go to church, you go to school, you go to mass, you go to the temple, the synagogue. You go around the entire world. There are rules. Some we make, some we break, some we abide by, some we just like whatever. Some we create on the journey. But anywho, here we have some called house rules. And how many of them? Only 5. Only 5 of them right here. We only got 5 of them, and let us just go over them really fast. Now, you don't got to abide by them. If you don't want, you can pick one. It don't matter. We don't have no judgment here. You do what you do, and we good to go, right? So let us go over them really fast. The first one is, if you are watching me right now, and you wave to me, I say hi, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever the case is, however you agree, you could say howdy, buenos dias, bonjour, whatever you want to say, whatever language you want to use. You know what I'm saying? You might say ram, namaste, whatever you want to use. Just let me know that you're there. And when I recognize you in the audience, how I do that, I spotlight your name on the screen. And if I spotlight your name on the screen, simple mean you. Yes, you are in the live audience. And what happened when you are in the live audience, newbie and returning guest? I ask you just to go right here, right there in the middle. You see the word share? Click that share button and invite somebody else to come on in and dine with us. Yeah, sharing the live is like sharing fresh food that just come off the stove or out the oven, the one that your mama cooked, papa cooked, papi cooked, boo cooked, granny cooked, somebody cooked it. But guess what? It is so good now, it's become your favorite meal. And because it is your favorite meal, you would like to share it with somebody else. Yes, share it with somebody else. My mama always told me never to withhold food from anyone. Food is just food. Yes. Now, if you are watching this and I did not spotlight your name on the screen, most likely, and I'm saying most likely, you are watching the replay. Because sometimes you might be in the back, you don't want to let nobody know that you're here. But most likely you're watching the replay. And if you are watching the replay, just go in the comment section, #replay over there. Let us know what is it that you learn here on this platform. Why? It is a teaching platform. We come on in, we learn a thing or two. And we must have the intention to learn something and with the intention to teach it to somebody else. Because we are students and teachers at the same time with the same intention. And that is to learn, to teach, and to grow. So let us come on in and do just that. Now, we hear this all the time. Sharing is caring. That sounds so fluid. But we don't want to be so fluid and so common. We want to operate from our inside because on our inside is greatness. And because on our inside, we have a DNA. Our DNA is in here. Your DNA is not here. Your DNA is in here. Sharing and caring is attached to it. So we want to tap into there and utilize that, ignite them together, and just become great sharers of the world and great carers of the world. Listen, the world needs people to care. The world needs people to share. And when I say share, we're not talking about wealth, okay? Because most times we say, share with me, we are talking about wealth. No, we're talking about our space, our time, our smile, our gifts, our talent. Hello, that's what we are talking about when we say share. So good. Many times, what we don't know, we share subconsciously. Yes, we share every single day. We share with the rat, the cat, the dog, the bird, the worms, the roach. We share with nature. We share with the flowers. So sharing is not just something new that I am talking about. Sharing been around since the day creation started. So let us continue to utilize this in our system and continue to share. Yes. You might have an idea. You would like to share it. Oh, well, you don't got to share with me. You might want to share it between you and God. So whatever the case is, we need to share. Now let us go to the next rule. That was rule number 1. Rule number 2 is grab yourself something to write with, whether it is a pen, a pencil, a marker, a crayon, color pencil, whatever the case is that you write with. It could be a piece of feather. If it is a piece of feather, you need some ink, some paint to dip it in and to scribble away. Yes, where? In your notebook or on a piece of paper. You want to write things down. Yes, indeed. Now, if you don't have that, no judgment, no worries. Go on your electronic device, scroll, find a blank page on there and utilize that blank page. Yep, it might just be on a Word app, whatever the case is, just use it up. Use it up. That's why they created. Now, you might be watching me. Well, not a might. You are watching me from a device. And that device is sitting right there because you're not in the guest chair. And if you have another one, call your cell phone, just open up that cell phone, go in there, scroll, and find that blank page. Utilize that blank page. It's called the notepad section. That's why they created it, so we can utilize it. Now, if you don't have that in your phone, I don't know what to tell you, but this is what I'm going to suggest. Go on your phone, text back to yourself. Go in there, tap, text back to yourself. The show is called The Question Live Show, and you must be asking yourself this question. Verona, what is it that you're telling me to write down and text back and all that stuff? Good. As your host, I am responsible to answer you. You see, here on The Question Live Show, we drop juicy contents and golden nuggets, and I encourage you to write them down. Yes, indeed, write them down for several reasons. When we write things down, we extract the very thoughts out of our head and we're putting them on paper, and those are looking back at us, and we are here to manifest some things. We are here to bring some things to life because inside of our head, we got our gifts, our dreams, our vision, and all that good stuff piled up in there. And I am here to help you to bring them to the surface. So what? You can't run away from them. You can't block them out. They're looking right at you. So let us work together so your dreams and your vision and your success story can come to life. That's why we're here. Good. Now, we as writers, we like to write our own stories. And then we attempt to write yours. But it's not as effective as you writing your own story or telling your own story. Why is that? Because inside of us, we all have stories. And who's better to tell their own story than you? Now, if you don't have to tell your story, I'm just encouraging you that it's a good idea because you want to be free. You want to free up yourself and get those stories out. Good. Now, when you write one word equal to sentences and sentences and sentences, and those sentences equal to paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs, and those paragraphs equal to pages and pages and pages. And as a result of all those pages, you might just end up with a book. Well, not only a book. You might just become the next published author. And of course, I welcome you here because I do welcome authors. Yes, indeed, I will welcome you right here. Good. Now that we established that, let me tell you something about writing. When we write our story, it just might add to a solution to somebody who's stuck in a corner somewhere, believing that they can't tell their story. You might just add strength and courage and boldness to somebody else and say, listen, you are not alone. And it just might smooth out a circumstance that somebody's going through, and you as well. So let us write things down. Next, as we talk about solution, let us go to the next one. The next one is, Grab yourself something to drink, whether it is water, wine, tea, juice, soda, whatever is it that you drink. It could be some shake, some smoothie, some porridge, some soup, some broth. Whatever is it that you're drinking, that is fine. Put in the comment section that you are drinking something. No, you don't got to tell me what is it that you're drinking. Because it's none of my business. It's the weekend. Whatever you choose to drink, that is up to you. No, you don't got to tell me that. The reason why I am asking you to put in the comment section that you are drinking something is, here in the Question Live Show, we like to celebrate. Yes, we do. Whether it is your small win or your big wins, we like to celebrate you as well as us. We like to celebrate together. So when I say put that you're drinking something, whatever is it that you're drinking from, bottle, box, cup, spoon, bowl, whatever you're drinking from, I say, come on in, we raise it together and we celebrate each other. When we celebrate each other, it is a form of support. And what is it that we are going to do? Support each other. Because when we support each other, you will see that we are stronger together. When we don't support each other, then you see what happens. We do the opposite. So we want to build strong relationship. So that is how we support each other. Me, personally, would like to suggest that you drink water. Yes, indeed, drink water and smoothie and all that good stuff, raw stuff. Drink water for several reasons. When you drink water, it quenches thirst, flush the body of toxins, and it flourishes the skin. Yes, indeed. And let me tell you, I met a man, and he turned water into wine. So I like him. If you know who I'm talking about, if I mentioned him before, then you know. He turned water into wine. So if you want your water to turn into something, you never know. But if you don't want your water to turn into wine, that is fine by me. Just get up every day with expectation to get a miracle. Expect a miracle every single day. So whether it's a miracle water turning water into wine, whatever the case is, just expect a miracle every day. Increase your expectation to get a miracle every day. Good. Another reason why, very simple reason why I asked you to drink something. It's because, as you can see, I am back here doing all the talking. And for me to stop to drink something, because I have my little coconut water here today, for me to stop to drink something, I might have to sip my way and sip on and run on to the bathroom. Now, I don't want to leave you. So we're talking about bathroom. If you need to use the bathroom, whether it's to the right, to the left, wherever your bathroom is located, go now. And then you're going to come right back and grab your seat right here in the Question Live Show. Why? Your seat is reserved. Yes, indeed. Your seat is reserved just like the seat of life, darling. Yes, indeed. Just like the seat of life, your seat is reserved with your name on it. Sometimes you go some places and it says reserved, but there's no name on it. But you see, your seat is reserved with your name, and not only that, your intention, your expectation, your goals, your gifts, your talent, your passion, your purpose, your destiny. Yes, it's there. And inside of all of that is your greatness. If you decide to give up your seat, you are giving up your birthright. And Lord knows we are not in the business of giving up our birthright. We want to come together, ignite together so we can create a whole galaxy of greatness, a whole galaxy of creating great impact. That is why we want to come together. So we're not giving up our seat. Now listen, if you went somewhere, if you went to the bathroom, you're about to step away, and you get back here and you don't see your seat, absolutely nobody took your seat, because nobody cannot take your seat. Your seat is personalized. Nobody can take it. Nobody can sit on it. Nobody can turn it around. Nobody can do anything. It is personalized for you. Okay. Now, if you get here, Just stand in position. And when you stand in position, that simply means there is a position for you to fill. Because we are all on this journey called life, and we all want to build a success story. However you want to define your success story, that's up to you. We all define it differently. But I'm going to tell you the position that you will fill. Let me tell you, you're going to need somebody, because we need each other. So it doesn't matter what position you're in right now, whether you're the prime minister, the president, the governor, the mayor, the teacher, the student, the doctor, the technician, wherever you are in a position, you did not get there by yourself. And wherever you intend to go, you cannot get there by yourself either. So let us get this in our head. Let us become mindful of this thought that we cannot get anywhere by ourselves. Good. Now let's go to the other tiny rule. It says, if I say something here and it resonates with you, whether it touch your heart or your mind, put in the comment section, yes. Yes is like when you're having like a light bulb moment, like, oh my God. You put yes right there. Yes is simple meaning that you get in that little moment. And when I look, I see that, it's just showing that you're holding a conversation with me. It's showing that you are aligning yourself up with the conversation, that we are on this together. And what it concretes is that, this is not a monologue. This is a dialogue, which is a conversation between you and I and her. All three of us, 4 of us, 5 of us, any amount of us. She's included, okay? So as you can see, that's my guest over there. Yeah. She's next to the guest chair. So yeah. So that's how we do. Those are the rules. Those who've been here before, they already know the rules. So those rules are for the newbies. But the main rule for newbies and returning audience is to share the live. Now listen to me. If you went to the bathroom and you're taking a long time, we're not waiting for you. Because life don't wait for us. Life comes, life goes, and we just roll on into things, and we just do what we do, and we just keep on rolling. So listen to me. As I mentioned, it's gift giving season. You'll see right here. Look. You see that? If you got a treat in your house, and you start putting some gifts underneath your tree, I made some suggestions for you. I'm just saying. So with that said, let us go up in the audience to see who we have here. Okay? All right. Good. Now, let's go. We have Sharon is in the house. We got our queen sister right here. Sharon is here. Sharon is a VIPer. She got a VIP badge. She's here. She showed up. She's like, listen, I'm in the front row. I got my VIP ticket. VIP Sharon is right here. Good evening, everyone. Lovely evening. Let's enjoy the program. Yes, indeed. I welcome you. Welcome. Thank you for being here. And I see another VIP showing up, and that is Cheryl is in the house. And you know, we congratulate Cheryl a couple weeks ago. Cheryl released her first She published her first book. I just went opposite there. She published her first book. It is on ebook only at this time. Please go over there if you got children, or if you want to bring out the child in you. It's a children's book. Go on over there and show some support as well. Yes, I did put it up on the gift giving list. So if you came in late, don't you worry. I'm going to show that list again at the end. So again, we want to say congratulations to Cheryl on that release. Good night. And we see Sharon. Greetings, Cheryl. Yes, indeed. Audience, if this is your first time and you see over in the chat, we say hi to each other. Yes, we come on in, we say hi to each other, the VIP here, everybody, come on in, we say hi to each other because we are family. But if you don't want to say hi to us, that's fine. That's fine by me. We don't judge nobody. You know, you might feel some way shy, because somebody do get shy too. But that's fine. Yes, indeed. So we don't judge you. Go accordingly. Oh, my dear sister. Oh, my dear sister. Yasmin. Yes, indeed. How are you? Yes, but don't worry. She's there. But she's a VIP. I wanted to let y'all know. She is a VIP. She been here. She's in the front row as well. She been here. You might not have seen her for a couple episodes, but that's fine. She already earned her VIP badge. Okay, so we want to welcome you back. Welcome you back. Yes, my dear, welcome you back. Much love for the holidays to you and the family. We welcome you. Yes, indeed. Welcome back. Welcome. I like when you return. AI Mastery. But I know who that is. That's my sister over there. And she's up very late right now. You know what I'm saying? She's up very late. She's in the UK. I just want to let you know. She's in the UK. She's up very late. And I celebrate your goodness, your sweetness, and your love and support. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let me tell you, we need each other to survive. Lord of mercy, sure. You couldn't have said that any clearer. Because if we only needed ourselves, God would have just created just me and just said, girl, go ahead about your business. That's why when God created Adam, he's like, hey, Adam, this is not going to work for you by yourself. And you can't be with these animals and all this stuff. Let me tell you something, Adam. I'm going to give you somebody else. God could have like, hey, Adam, just run through the thing by yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. But God said, no. Animals alone cannot replenish this earth. So, Adam, I'm going to give you some company. Adam is like, what? I know Adam was sitting there questioning God, like, excuse me, God? Yeah. But I see you're trying to question me, so I'm going to put you to sleep. I got to like, go to sleep. Just go to sleep right now. Because I know he was going to question God, like, but God, why are you giving me her? She needs some afro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got what I'm saying? Adam probably like, hey, God, can you give me somebody with some afro? You know what I'm saying? I know Adam was trying to put in a good request. And God's like, you trying to ask for a lot. You know what I'm saying? Adam's like, I want somebody with fluffy hair and, you know what I'm saying, and all that stuff. And God's like, you talking a little bit too much, sir. Go to sleep. And God fixed them. So that's why we're going to go in here. And this is why we're going to talk about how to open your account. Your account simply means your life account. We're going to do some life hacking on your account to open your success story, to open your destiny, to open your purpose. That is how we are going to roll into tonight, because I'm telling you, God got a deal for you tonight. God is like, listen to me. We're going to do some accounting up in here. God is a good accountant. Did y'all know that? God is the best accountant there is. And God's like, y'all need to open some account up in here. God wants us to open the account that he put in place for us called purpose. Called destiny. Anybody? Yeah. God wants us to get in there, utilize that account, and like, listen, let's work on this together. And we're going to go over probably 7 ways that we can go up in there and open the account that is already in place for us. As I mentioned, we talk about an account. We're not talking about your bank account. No. We're talking about the account of your life, the account that is on your life, the account that God said, listen to me, y'all. We need to tap into this account. Our purpose, our destiny. So let us go over some ways. Let's go over some ways. Yes, indeed. Yes, let's go over some ways where how we can open our account of life, our destiny, our success story, our purpose. And let me tell you this, I said this before, that when we talk about purpose, we're not talking about one thing. Our purposes, okay? You didn't just create to do one thing. When we are talking about purpose, we're talking about the impact that we are making, the positive impact that we are making every single day. So can you imagine you live past 50, somewhere in 45 years, somewhere in 43 years, 47 years, you've been making an impact on society. That is purpose. So every day you have an opportunity to create and to live and to open that account called purpose. So let us go over them real quick. 1, when you go to a bank, and let me tell you, when you go to a bank and they're like, oh, I would like to open an account And they're like, okay, have a seat. No, you're going to meet with the bank accountant, the bank manager, whoever. But let me tell you something. You gotta meet with God. You gotta meet with God, honey. You gotta meet with God. That's where this whole thing starts. That's where this whole thing starts. You gotta meet with God. God is like, sit down, let me tell you about this. And then what happened? You sit there. I told you to get something to drink. Yeah, sit there. And God's like, okay, sit right here. Sit right here. Mwah. Sip on gratitude. Gratitude is the first thing that we are going to do when we are opening our account. God is like, hey, I'm the manager right up in here. Sip, sip on gratitude. Let's look around to see what we can be grateful for. And of course, we don't gotta look far, because if you are looking at me right now, if you are listening to me right now, if you're talking, if you're moving, if you are alive, that is enough to say, God, I am thankful. I'm glad you let me open this account. God will give us the opportunity every day to open that account. So we want to sip a little bit on gratitude every single day. When we are grateful, we will complain less. Hello, somebody? When we look around and see the things that we are grateful for, we will complain less. I'm trying to tell you, this is the honest truth. It is the honest truth, because the energy that you're going to put in to complain, and you're like, oh, I so thank God for this. I thank God for that. When we start saying that, I thank God for this, I thank God for that, you will see that you don't got time, you don't got space, you don't got the energy to complain about nothing. And your life will go a little bit smoother. I'm just saying. Now, when we say thank you, the next thing is, once we say thank you, because now you get to the door of the bank, right, and they open the door, what is it that we are going to do? We are going to unlock that door of blessings. Lord knows, inside of all of that facility called life, inside of that space called life, we got to unlock some door. We got to unlock some door and go on in and walk in. We got to unlock those doors of unforgiveness. We got to unlock those doors of animosity. We got to unlock those doors of competition, because let me tell you, the account is for everybody. So we want to unlock those doors so we can step on in peace. We want to step on in like, hey, we got this. I'm going to open my account. Hello? My personalized, my account. You walk on in there, you're not saying, oh, excuse me, I want to open Cheryl's account. I want to open Sharon's account. I want to open Verona account, okay? So we want to walk on up in there to say, I'm opening account for myself. Thank you kindly. So we want to unlock those doors so we can see what God's plan is for us. God's plan is sitting there, but we can't see. We're not seeing it because we are complaining what we don't have. When God said, come on in and unlock the door so I could show you the plan that I have for you. The plan, the reason, the being, why I created you. So let us unlock that door so we can see what God planned for us. God got a great plan for us. I know He does. And when He give me a glimpse, I get real excited, honey. If y'all been there, y'all know I get real excited. That's something I have to take up my fan. When we unlock the door, what happened? We are not going to lean on the negative door. We are not gonna. The negative is there. Let me tell you, negativity is a part of life. It's a part of life. But we are not going to lean on the negative door. No. We unlock the door. You know, sometimes you have some double doors and you open the door like that and you want to walk in, but then you're like, ooh, let me lean this side. Ooh, let me lean over here. Why are you leaning? Just go on in. Because when you get on in there, it's just positivity in that account. You just think about your regular financial account. You get in there, it got a good amount in there. You're like, yes. It's not a negative balance. Your account for God is never a negative balance. So do not lean on the negative door. Do not lean over there. Do not entertain that. It is there. But when we start entertaining something, what will happen? The more we entertain it, is the more it will grow. The more we entertain it, is the more it will grow. So guess what? When we know that negativity is there, don't feed in it. No. We don't feed it. So don't lean on that door. Your purpose is positive. Okay? Your account looks real healthy. Everybody want to have a great bank account. But are you banking on yourself to get a great bank account? Or are you sitting there putting money in your bank account to get a great bank account? The bank account of life depends on us. The bank account of our success story depends on us. The bank account of our destiny depends on us. What are we depositing in our bank account of life? What are we putting in? What are we taking up? Because when we withdraw is what we are bringing out. What we are speaking, what we are doing, that is your withdrawal. So what is inside of us is already there. But what are we withdrawing? Let us see how well we can have this account open and stay open. Okay? Open your bank account, but can it stay open with what are you put? What is coming out? What is coming out? God is taking note of what is coming out of our bank account. He is the manager. So he's taking note of what is coming out of our account. And you know, when you go to the bank and you got overdraw, they're you're gonna have to pay. So can you imagine you gotta pay for withdrawal, overdraft, and all that stuff? Let us be careful of how we are withdrawing excessive amount of things that God did not put in. Good. So let us not lean over there to negativity. Good. Now the next thing that we get inside, we don't want to dim our light. No. How are we going to open this account? We want to be clear. We want to see our vision clear, crystal clear. We don't want to dim no light. We don't want to go into this place where we're like, oh, we're walking into darkness. You don't go in somewhere where they open an account at night. No, if you're going to open a bank account, you don't get there at night. You go to broad daylight, as they will say. When the sun is shining, when the birds are chirping, that's when you go and open an account. It's the same thing. You don't want to dim your light when you are dealing with your account. You don't want to say, oh, let me go make a withdrawal when I'm doing my... No, you want to do things, so you don't want to go in there with the intention to dim your light. You want to go there, your light bright light. So let your light so shine before men that they may see the good work that is in you. That they may see that there's a bank account of life flowing through you. That they may look and say, hey, your bank account look good. Yes, because I know how to open one. I know who to go to. I know the manager of this account. So let your light shine. You do not dim your light. Your light is personalized, and I'm going to say this over and over. Everything about us is personalized. My sister in the UK, her light is not my light, and my light is not her light. Sharon's light is not Sharon's light, and Sharon's light is not Sharon's light. Everybody got their own light. But I tell you, everybody got the same manager. Can you imagine? And there's no fuss. There's no fight. Absolutely. So next one is we got to be accountable for the action that we take and the words that we speak. We got to be responsible and be accountable for every single thing that we withdraw. What is the withdrawal? The very things that we say and the very things that we do. Those are the withdrawal. We got to give account. So when we sit there like, oh, something got withdrawn from our bank account, can you give account for it? Can you give account for it? So anyone that withdraw, got to give an account. Whatever you spill out, you got to give an account for it. Because we would like our bank account of life to remain open. Can you imagine how shameful it is that our bank account of life get closed on us because we are speaking, we are doing something that God is saying, that's not for you. That's not what I gave you. God handed you a certain amount and said, this is what you spend. But you're like, but I want that over there. He's like, no, spend it on this. Spend it on this. Spend it on this. And you want to spend it on something else. We don't get to do what we want to do. Okay? We don't get to do that. We don't have the permission to do whatever we want to do. Absolutely not. No. We want our account to stay open. Therefore, we got to be responsible and accountable for yourself. For yourself, right? Now, listen, when we have this in place, we got to know for sure that God is working it out. Where? He's sitting right there. He's sitting in the back. He's sitting at the manager. He's like, listen, I'm working it out for you. I see you want to withdraw and I see your overdraft, but I'm going to work it out for you. Have you ever been into that position where you overdraw and you draw or withdraw and then your account gets lower and lower and the manager said, we're going to work it out? But God said, I'm going to work it out for you. I see that you got anxious. I see that you got fearful. I see that you start stressing. I see that you start rushing. I see that you start competing. I see that you start saying, hey, comparing yourself with the next person. I see that you're trying to use the next person space. I see that you're trying to do all of this. I got to say, I'm going to work it out for you. I'm going to work it out for you. No problem. I'm going to work it out for you. Let us go back to the person who handles the account. It is only one person that handles the account. I mentioned this maybe 2 episodes ago. Nothing in this life, and I mean absolutely nothing. We cannot accomplish anything in this life without God. Whether you want to say, oh, my wife helped my husband. No, you cannot accomplish anything in this life without God. From the moment of conception, we get here, it's God. Even to the grave. Let me tell you something. When we start complaining about what we have, we got to look at God is still right here. God is listening. He's listening. But he wants to work things out. He wants to work things out. He wants to keep our account open. We don't want to have a closed account because guess what? When we have a closed account, what success story are we building? What success story are we creating? We do not have a success story without God. There is no way under this sun, on this earth, that there is a success story without God. Say what you want to say, but I'm just telling the truth. And any success story that you're trying to build right now, you got to include God. It's a requirement. The first thing is God is saying, here is the manual. Do you see who is on the top? Me. God is handing us a manual to open our account, to keep our account open. So therefore, nothing in this earth can move forward without God. Nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. The worm depends on God. The bird depends on God. The roach depends on God. The cat depends on God. The cat and the dog. The dog is not depending on you to feed it. The dog is depending on God. The dog got his bark from God. Everything depends on God. I am talking about the creator of all. Everything got to depend on the creator. Everything. As Cheryl mentioned earlier, we all need each other to survive. Believe it or not, try surviving by yourself. Go dig a hole somewhere or go sit underneath a tree somewhere and see how well you're going to survive yourself. Because guess what happens? You don't need a tree. You're going to need a tree. And when God's sitting there saying, I'm going to work it out, he's going to provide invisible bodyguards for you. So let's work it out. So you need somebody, you need something. You need a tree, you're going to sit by the tree, you need a tree. Better yet, you're going to sit on the ground, you need a ground. So the ground needs you, you need a ground. So everybody going to need each other. We need something. We need something so we could grow. We need something so we could survive. We need something so we could succeed. We need something so we can stretch. We need something. I have something, you have something. Let us work together. Let us work together. Whatever you can do, maybe I'm not good at it. So I need to make a phone call to you. Okay, girl, I see you can do that really good. My sister over there in the UK, AI Insight Mastery. She's excellent on content creating. Hey, girl, make me up something. Excuse me. Make me up something. Yes. I spotlight someone who I call the stationery queen. She's great on stationery. Girl, make me something. Why? Because me, personally, it's in me, but that is not really where I want to focus on. Okay? So everybody got gifts and talent deep down inside, but somewhere we're going to look and say, okay, she can do this more than I can focus on. It's not that you can't do it. You can do all things through Christ. All things, absolutely all things. But sometimes we're going to say, I don't really want to focus on this because I know Yasmin can do it quicker. Yasmin can do it more effective. Cheryl can do it quicker. Cheryl can be more effective. So why not call her? Look around, find your people. Or, God, can you send me the people? And work together. Work together so we can have a better world. Work together. Don't sit and say you got knowledge and say you got all this thing and you know how to do something and you don't want to share. We got to share what we have. We got to share. We do not say sharing is caring because we want to say we learned this already. And it sounds so cliche that it becomes nothing to us. It becomes not. It becomes not. So therefore, we need to share. I can do something, you can do it too. But guess what? At the end of the day, you're like, oh no, Verona can do it more at a faster speed. Let me ask her to do it. No problem. So let us get this. Let us get this together. The next thing, the last thing we want to do, we want to be willing to just hand over things to God. We want to be willing to stop complaining and hand things over to God. We want to just surrender all of this and say, oh my God, we stress. You know, holiday season is here upon us. And some people are going to go through all this flashback moment and all this debts and all this stuff and all this pain and all this loneliness and all this thing. Guess what? When we say, God, you are the manager of this thing. You gave me this account and I see that it's going some kind of way. I'm going to come back and you handle it. Let us be willing. Let us come to a place of willingness to go back to the manager of our account who opened the account and handed it to us and said, listen to me, sir. Something ain't right. Right. Because we can give account for ourselves. We know who we are. Let me tell you something, audience. We know ourselves. I don't need to tell you who you are. We know ourselves and we know when we are not being grateful. We know when we are complaining. We know when we are fearful. We know when we are anxious. We know when we are nervous. We know when we are loving. We know when we are hating. We know when we are comparing. We know when we are competing. We know these things about ourselves. But what is there to compete with? Nobody. Anybody you're supposed to compete with is you. Find your greater self and compete with your greater self. So what? Your bank account of life can stay open. Nobody wants to have a closed account. And when we do that, what we want to do, we want to trust the accountant, the main accountant, which is God. So when we trust the main accountant, you will see that your bank account can stay open. Yep, your bank account of life is sitting right there. And if you don't know where it is, knock, knock, knock. God is having it. God is sitting there saying, I would like to give it to you. So if you don't have it yet, knock, knock, knock. Find the Lord and he will hand it over to you. So with that said, how to open your account? You can pick one thing or 7 things, what I just mentioned. However you do it, just make sure that your bank account of life stays open. Don't let it close on you because that is not a good feeling. Uh-huh. No, you have the weekend. Actually, you have now to think about how you want to keep your account open. Thank you for tuning in to the Question Live Show. Again, if you missed the spotlight of the gift ideas, we will spotlight them again as we say, have yourself a great weekend. Why? Because you can. Whatever you're sipping on, go right ahead. I'm going to sip on my coconut water in just a minute. Mwah! Bye.